So I'm gonna interview you for my American project for English. Okay. Where and when were you born?
I was born in Japan in 1960.
What city or town?
It's called Tanabe City in Wakayama Prefecture.
Okay. What is your maiden name and what does it mean?
My maiden name is Nakata. That means in the middle of the field.
When did you move here and why?
I originally came to the States in 1982 to study English, to attend college.
Was the transition difficult?
Yes, very difficult,
Why?
because I didn't speak much of English, although I studied English in Japan for a few years in middle school and high school. I moved to New York and they spoke very fast, so I couldn't really keep up with their speed.
Well, your English seems to have improved a lot. It's almost perfect. How long did it take you to get to this level?
I'm still improving every day. It took me a while, maybe like 5-10 years, and I'm still learning every day.
How is America different than what you expected?
Well, I first went to New York, and my image of Americans was very friendly, but New Yorker is a little bit different, I guess. Everything was fast paced, so that was a little bit surprising, I guess.
Okay, so back to your family/home life back in Japan. What was a special treat that you used to have?
Special, you mean
Treat.
food?
It can be food or it can be like a special occasion. Like what was like, oh my gosh, this is happening today, kind of thing.
Well, my family wasn't very well to do, so we celebrated birthdays, maybe New Year's Days, and then later on, Christmas. So on Christmas Day, my parents would buy a big cake, and every Christmas we would get a book. So that was a big treat for all of us.
What was a favorite book that you got? Something that impacted you today?
I loved reading Robinson Crusoe, or all the Jungle Book. That was nice. And then also abridged version of Count of Monte Cristo.
Do you think you are part of America?
Yes, I am. Yes, and that's what, to me, makes America great, diversity, and you can come here, and just kind of fit in, establish yourself, and just, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Let's see. Do you regret your move to America?
Not at all.
So you would do it again in a heartbeat?
I would.
What would you do differently if you could? Like maybe come here when you're older or be more prepared?
Maybe younger.
Younger?
Younger.
Okay.
Yes, definitely younger would have been nicer. Yeah, definitely. I'll do it, 100 times over.
Are you happy that you What about a culture shock? So you moved here when you were 20. What's the weirdest thing that seems normal in American society, but if done in Japan, it'd be crazy? Like maybe like kissing somebody on the cheek when you first meet them, or smoking inside, something like that.
Maybe like public
Displays of affection.
thank you very
PDA?
much. Yes, that would made me uncomfortable. Yeah, that's what.
There's not a lot of that in Japan.
No, not really. Maybe it has changed. I don't know. But certainly when I was growing up, maybe holding hands, but kissing in public or, nah.
Do you wish you were born here? Do you wish you were American? And do you wish your family grew up here? Or are you happy that you immigrated?
I certainly appreciate, the values or culture that I grew up, I was born in. So I don't know. I don't know, really.
Can you tell us a short, funny story from your childhood that kind of exemplifies the culture of Japan? Sorry to put you on the spot.
I
Ooh,
remember.
Okay, you have one.
Because so my father was a very traditional Japanese father,
Wait, have I heard this story?
maybe.
Okay.
So somehow being a left-handed was not a good thing.
Are you
Just-
left-handed?
When I was little, apparently I was left-handed. I'm still am half left-handed. So my father, well, maybe I was like 3, 4, 5. My father would tell me like, if you're left-handed, you would never get married. So that really scared me, and I tried to switch. So now I'm sort of like half and half.
Ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous, if but I can only do things like cutting on my left hand, but
Really?
writing on my right. Or
How have I never noticed
it's
this?
it's like that. So that really that stuck with me, and I think it's so ridiculous when
I think it's ridiculous.
when you think about it. But when you're 5, it's serious.
Have you ever had a bad experience as a foreigner? Have you ever faced any sort of racism or bias because maybe you didn't speak English that well or you were clearly a different race?
I mean, I got. Oh yeah, one time I was in Central Park in New York, and we were like hanging out and whatnot, and
Who's we?
the family.
Oh, me too?
Yeah, I think
Oh, okay.
maybe you were not born, but I was there, and Uncle Ronnie and all that. And then somehow this lady came up to me and like, you just go back to your country or something.
She said that to you?
Yeah,
Were you with like,
Doda,
Abba
and
and-
yeah, and Doda was very upset.
what did you say?
Well, what can you say? I
Go
mean, you just shrug and you
yourself?
walk away.
No, you tell her you go back home to your hellhole.
I don't know. I mean, I don't engage with these people. Like whatever they say, it's like fine. I just walk away. Because there's no point.